Get over here. Come on. Come on. We got a new camera, guys. So enough complaining about the quality around here. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Thomas, and today we got ourselves a double header drop list video, the first of its kind. You've never seen anything like this before on YouTube ever. We are covering not only Supreme Week 9 of Fall Winter 24, we are also covering Palace Week 3 of Winter 2024. So strap in, get nice and loose, get yourself a Monster Energy, and be sure to tweet them that they need to sponsor me because I love Monster. Let's be real here. All jokes aside, let's get right into it. Before we get started, I want to remind you guys to please hit like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Hit the noti bell so you can stay up to date every single time I post and go live. Been going live every single Thursday and Friday for Supreme and Palace drops, so you won't want to miss either of those. It's a great time. Also, consider becoming a member for only $2.99 a month. You can get exclusive chat icons, exclusive access to giveaways, and on the higher levels of membership, join me on a video or a live stream. Thank you guys so much for the support. We are shooting for 10 members by the end of the year. But let's just jump into Supreme. No need to waste any time. We got ourselves the drop list. We did cover Supreme X The North Face yesterday, so if you want all my thoughts and opinions on everything releasing from that collab, go check that out in the description or on screen, wherever. Click my name, find it. But we're gonna go bottom to top. And starting off, you see some North Face stuff. So people don't love the North Face stuff, but we're not talking about that right now. We're holding off. Here we go with the Love Cash sweatpants. Look at these things. I get why people don't like them, really. They look like little candies from like Easter, like little Easter Valentine's Day heart candies. And yeah, they're not that great. The orange ones are decent, maybe. Gonna make some good progress in this video because we have so much stuff to look at. Now, the Love Cash sweatshirt, I think this is definitely better than the sweatpants, but ultimately it's up to you. The brushback fleece, both of these pieces are definitely going to be personals, but I think the best item to go for, if you were to pick one, would be this orange peach. I think it looks very nice, very clean indeed. The Tiger 5 panel, hated on, but I kind of like this thing. It's out there. It's a weird little corduroy hat with some fur on it. I think this guy actually low-key could have potential a couple years down the road. Maybe if you copped all three of them. I don't think it'd be immediate resale, but sometimes this furry stuff, it ends up doing better than we think. There are certain people that just like this weird material looking stuff, and I kind of dig it. Probably wouldn't buy it, but I think it's interesting. The Polar Tech shorts, these match the Polar Tech jersey that's coming out this week, and I think this stuff is weird. Like the Polar Tech material, it's very warm, but putting it on shorts, it's kind of like an oxymoron. Like, why do you need that? You know, I don't really get it. I'm not a huge fan of this piece right here, but if you want some super warm Polar Tech shorts, then knock yourself out, man. The classic script washed short sleeve top. Gonna adjust the screen there a little bit so we can see better. But this is a pretty basic t-shirt, multiple different colors. It's got Supreme script on it, like very skippable shirt. I mean, people are tied 50-50 on it. It's an embroidered logo. I would probably downvote this and say it's something else. It's the winner, come on. Polar Tech waffle small box. Yeah, this one's one of the hats of all time. I mean, this looks like some diaper pattern you would see from a brand new pair of Pampers. So I don't know why you would want this white floral creepy hat. The small logo, it's just not doing it for me, guys. I really don't like this hat at all. Please don't buy it. The wide whale corduroy cargo pants, or the wide wale corduroy cargo pants. I think the corduroy cargos are pretty sick. I think Supreme does a good job at the colorways on these. My best ones to go after would be maybe the black ones or perhaps the olive, but with pants like these, it is tough to get resale on them. Like, you really just have to know which ones to get, and I don't think these are those ones to get. They usually are the more like limited ones that end up doing well, that release in a single colorway. But honestly, Dusty Pink maybe could do something. I could see it down the road. The striped wool trousers. Here we go. I actually might consider these. Holy cow. Laura Piñana wool. What's the price on this? Let's look at Supreme drops really quick and get a price estimate, because you know me, guys. I was the king of the weddings this summer, and we got a couple more to go to. All right, we do have the full drop list by Supreme drops, so we can see all the prices right here, and the trousers are $228. God damn it. The thing is, I want eventually to get Supreme trousers, a Supreme suit, but god dang it, if I can't get a pair of trousers at the thrift store that are basically brand new for like 30 bucks, it's gonna be a no for me on these for this week. Unless I really end up making a crazy move, that's just where I'm at right now. All right, the North Face downfill zip up hoodie. Not really talking much about the North Face stuff in this video. I covered them all in my video yesterday, so get acquainted with that video down below. I do think the hoodie is probably the best piece of outerwear from the collab. You can see all the prices here. We got $440 for the puffers, $440 for the mountain jackets too. I want to say there will be a slight price difference. Like the mountain jacket should be cheaper. It's crazy that it's 400 bucks. I don't know. Hoodies are estimated to be 300, 60 bucks for the tees. Yeah, the North Face collab is very expensive. 44 for the beanie, I guess, is the most reasonable part of that collab. Yeah, a lot of divisiveness in the comments of that video. Quilted plaid shirt is next. Look at this guy. All cotton flannel with fill and quilted taffeta lining, on-seam hand pockets, and utility pockets at chest. I think I called this yellow one the Anthony Fantano flannel right here. And this thing is pretty sick. It's quilted on the inside. A little bit warmer than what I'd want. If I get a flannel from Supreme, I just want a classic flannel. No frills, nothing on the interior. But this is very, very nice. And I think this might even be sleeper item of the week. It could very well be. Yeah, I think that yellow flannel is what I'm dubbing sleeper item of the week. I'm looking at the whole drop list. Not really much else that sticks out to me. This one, I think it's very clean. If you need a flannel, maybe a little quilted interior for a little extra warmth, go for this guy. You better stick to the script with this one, with the New Era script beanie. We see it's the same colors we saw from the script hoodie and sweatpants that released, I think, week 1 and 2, with the tan, the purple, black, green, all the other colors right there. It's a beanie with an embroidery. It'll be like 40 something dollars. Get it if you like it. Not a ton of resale on this at all. Lasered denim camp cap. I actually like this quite a bit. And considering going for one, potentially, we'll see. The dark denim indigo, I think, will go first, followed shortly by the pink, brown, black, and then red might sit. And I don't know if all 4 of those colorways will sell out, but this does seem like one of those hats that will have more attention on it than usual. If you've been looking for a Supreme hat to collect or to hold on to or whatever, consider buying this one. I think the dark indigo is probably the best, and the man, tied between the brown and the pink. I think pink is a little bit better, but also don't sleep on that dark washed black denim. Very cool design. The price on those is $58 estimated. Maybe we could see like $54. The work zip up hooded sweatshirt. And I like this Arctic camo. Haven't seen that in a little bit. And just a clean Supreme zip up. I eventually need to get one of these. Let's be realistic here. I don't have a ton of zip ups. Like this Palace one right here is one of my only zip up sweatshirts that I have. That's like a full-on classic, just cotton zip up, and I dig it quite a bit. This one is pretty clean. I think definitely the Arctic camo is the coolest one, but you can take your pick. You got the Supreme work logo. That's what I call it when they got the black logo with the yellow text. It's like their Supreme Carhartt edition. The textured knotted cardigan. I hate this thing, and I think that means it's probably going to be one of those grandpa items that ends up actually selling out. If you guys like this at all, maybe consider going for it. There could be some resale on it. We'll have to wait and see. $178. I just feel like it's been kind of the year of the sweater for a little bit now. We've been seeing sweaters going pretty hard, like that Wales knit sweater that I copped. It's like selling for almost 300 bucks on StockX, which is crazy. I'm selling it for $275, so if you want it, let me know. That's shipped, by the way. But yeah, texture cardigan, kind of crazy, wild embroidered hooded sweatshirt. There it is. It's got just some wild text on the back. Not really a huge fan of these designs. This one seems pretty lazy, like it could be a concept, but just it doesn't do it for me at all. 180 people like it. Weirdo Dave artwork. Sorry, Weirdo Dave. Not really a fan of this one. Alright, the small box long sleeve tee. It's a very classic small box long sleeve tee. You know our boy Andrew is going to be copping every single colorway. He's tripling up, I hear, on this 3-dimensional leopard print one. That's what he told me, at least. This thing looks insane. Looks like you took a high pass layer in Photoshop and overlaid it onto the document to give it some extra sharpness. Crazy shirt. I think it's a little too crazy. But I would actually like to get one of these eventually. I just always pass whenever I see them because I think I can get it anytime and they end up selling out and I'm like, well, dang it. So if you need a classic clean long sleeve shirt, 68 bucks is actually very reasonable. Very reasonable indeed. I might go for it this week. We might have to do it. You guys got to remind me though in chat. In chat, remind me. Tell me which one to get, which color, and we'll try to pick one up. Tiger keychain. Very simple. It's a tiger on a keychain. This thing is pretty cool. It's probably like 12 bucks, 28. Jesus. Hopefully this thing's made of like sterling silver. God dang. All right, one of my favorite items this week is unironically the Hanes Bone Thermal. I like the fact that we get this woodland camo theme as well. I actually have these from last season, so I was thinking about matching the tops with the black one, but I'm probably gonna do is get this one right here, so I can go camo on top, black on the bottom. I don't know, like thermals are kind of nice to wear for skiing, for stuff like that, for warm winter, for cold winter days, wear under your clothes. It is nice to have a pair of, especially I think thermal pants are the move. If you had to pick one, go with the pants in my opinion, but no real resale on these. I mean, maybe a little bit right at first if you get the set. If you get the largest sizes, I mean, you definitely could make money if you got an XL in every single size, got free shipping and, you know, held it and did something with it, but it's pretty much a thermal, so it's personal. Baseball jersey. It's Polar Tech. Like there's no resale on this thing, guys. It's a jersey that if you want to wear to, I don't know, the World Series this year and it's going to be really cold, like are the Dodgers going? Is this Dodger colors not really black? I guess pink. Like they don't really work. I think this is a pretty basic jersey and very skippable. I think this thing definitely does not fall under the same category as jersey hype. 130 is a decent price. There probably will be some resale on it. I am going to pass though. I think the material itself is enough to warrant that passing. All right, the Supreme Kamaasa steamer. This Chinese style bamboo steamer made by hand from Japanese cypress, bamboo, and stainless steel. Incredible materials. We love all the Japanese home goods around here, all the kitchen appliances, rice cookers, etc. Bamboo woven lid, handmade, yeah, 9.64 diameter. Yeah, this thing is gonna be almost $400. Just kidding, it's gonna be $200. Like that little rewind right there. It was $400, I swear to God, on the partial drop list. Look at that, $400. But now it's a very reasonable, I mean, very reasonable. That's really up for interpretation, but $198. I think this thing is cool. Do you really need to pay $198 for a steamer? Absolutely not. Is it cool and is it unique? Is it something you can kind of weeb out about? Yeah, it's a Supreme steamer. It's dope. I'm not gonna get it. Wish I could, but it is what it is, and it's the highest upvoted item this week. So maybe there's some resale on it. If you have conviction in this piece, maybe consider going for it. Now, let's lock into Palace for our 2-for-1 Droplist extravaganza. If you've been enjoying it, be sure to hit like, subscribe, and get down there in the comments and say which is your favorite week so far. I haven't looked at Palace yet, so I guess wait till the end of the video to do that. Palace, 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 here we go. Yeah, my new camera is this AI tracking, so if you see random parts of my camera coming into view, don't worry about it. First thing I gotta say, there's been a guy on my channel who's been commenting, when are the Brazil bits dropping? Buddy, let me tell you, the Brazil bits are dropping this week with the Pro Team 02 shell jacket in the Brazil colorway. I think this is very sick. Palace tracksuits are the best. They are the perfect mix of sport, Prada Sport, and Sports Direct. There you go. Look at that guy. Hell freaking yeah. We'll go category by category. We got shirting. Oh boy, look at this. Trying to get the best sizing for Palace can be kind of tough because these pictures are pretty tiny, but this big one is fairly decent. The patchwork shirt in faint blue. Look at that. Patchy shirt in white. These ones are okay. I think maybe the pink one is the best. I don't know. I'm not a big fan on patchwork on Oxfords. I'd rather have them be a clean one pattern piece. Something like that. Phantom of the Opera pin badge, which is kind of cool. I like the Phantom of the Opera stuff. Someone is asking me to watch that movie. Maybe I will after this drop, because we do have a t-shirt, Tornado, oh, and some So Far stuff. This is pretty cool. Let's take a look at each one of these individually. We don't need to look at each colorway. The Tornado one is very sick, I will say. So Far long sleeve, Digicamo. The Hayati is coming out this week too. Okay, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Racy T, Feel Me. All right, let's look at all of these. We got Tornado in faint blue. You get the Palace logo falling around this tornado, which is pretty dope. The long sleeve, So Far, Digicamo. I want to hear someone's opinions on these Palace So Far long sleeves, because maybe we cop one of these instead of Supreme. Like, low-key, guys, I've been digging Palace, like, a lot. Seriously, like, if it was up to me, I might even put this at the start of the video. We'll see. Palace Tornado right there, going crazy. I already saw it though. The Hayati in tomato red. I actually really like this t-shirt. It's like a karate themed shirt. I don't really need it, and I have too many t-shirts, but I freaking dig it for sure. The Feel Me t-shirt just says Palace, and it's got a shadow behind it. And then the Phantom of the Opera t-shirt with just the Phantom mask and rose, which I think is very clean, in the Palace in the Phantom of the Opera font, I believe. And Palace does do that very well. I dig it. So get yourself one of these Palace shirts. And by the way, that Supreme logo up top, you didn't even see anything. It's been the Palace logo the whole time. Just letting y'all know that. I swear, it's hard to keep track of everything on screen when you're doing so many things. So apologies for that. Skateboards. Now, am I crazy? Tell me I'm insane. Tell me I'm a psychomaniac. But I want this skateboard to hang up in my house. I think it's really cool. And I don't have any Palace boards at all. And I think just this design looks incredible. Just the spell out Palace, it reminds me of like a vintage Supreme board, Phantom of the Opera on the top. What is there negative to say about this board? I really can't find it, and I'm definitely considering copying. So let me know, what do you guys think about this thing? Wouldn't be for resale, just to be collected. All right, hats this week are pretty crazy. We have the Yeti beanie, the Star Snapback in Real Tree, Phantom of the Opera, and then we got the Pro Team Shell Runner in blue. Look at all this stuff. I think the best one out of all of these is probably this Dallas Cowboys, the Powboys in this camo. Then I'm going Stonewashed Denim Phantom of the Opera. And I know people really like the Brazil bits, like the blue one, but I'm thinking this black Palace shell hat is pretty dope for a running hat. Now, Phantom of the Opera right here, you can see the denim, Phantom of the Opera Palace. I think the hat is the weakest part, unfortunately. I do think this colorway is kind of sick. Just the sizing of the text and the way it's placed all over it. I think some people will like it. It's a little much for me. Here is the Palace Cowboys, the Powboys, Real Tree camo with that P logo there. This is a cool hat. I could see myself getting this potentially. I don't really know if I would rock the Real Tree one or the plain colored one. I need to check what those Palace camo hats did a few weeks ago. I actually didn't end up copying them. The shell hat right here, you can see it matches the tops, and the full tracksuit really is what it matches. It's got that runner style, so a very lightweight hat. Expect that. Probably pretty small as well. You have the Yeti beanie, which I think this could do pretty good. I need like Florian and my Palace boys to hit me up in the comments what they think best resale items are. And honestly, I need some Palace experts to come on the channel, because I can predict sometimes for Palace, but occasionally items like these, I'm like, I know people like these. They're just kind of weird TikTok fashion looking pieces that I can't give the best estimate on if this would resell or not. But I definitely think this beanie will sell out at the very least. But yeah, some good colorways, some good styles for the hats right here. All right, now the jackets. We can look at each of these colorways, just see how they're doing. I think the Brazil is going to do the best, in my opinion. There just seems to be a big fandom for that country. Shout out to Brazil, man. Those people love Dragon Ball Z. They love football. They love soccer. There you go. Palace number 9. Very clean. I love the cuts, the piping, all the designs of this shell jacket. Palace really crushes it. You can't go wrong with a black one either. I mean, look at this thing. Black and white, looking like a panda. Very clean, like the Palace on the back of the neck right there. You got the light gray, and the logo is the exact same. So the logo kind of stays with the Brazil colors too. So obviously that the yellow one is the biggest Brazil edition, but this one's also kind of Brazil too, because it's blue. It still has the yellow and the green on there too. Microlight jacket, aquatic blue. And this thing is okay. Looks like a pretty warm quilted microlight jacket. Few different colors. Green, sulfur. I think that's what they were calling it. Yeah, sulfur right there, yellow. Let's look at the bottoms. Matching sweatpants, obviously. We'll look at 2 of them. Phantom of the Opera pants, and then move on to the custom tops after that. Here are the shell joggers in yellow. Again, I think these are going to be the best ones for resale. I think the best ones for selling out, etc. I'm even considering copying the full tracksuit, the flip. We will see. Again, need to tap in with Florian, my Palace boys. Thrifted Trail, everyone that resells Palace. I know it's tougher to get into the Palace flipping game. I think these could maybe do something. I don't know. Like, the thing with Palace jeans is it's like, I never really know how many pairs they're making, the target audience, and the price starting out. Like if it's already like $300, that limits it a little bit, right? Unless it's an item like the pasta jacket, which that thing was a shit show. Even with the bot, I couldn't hit last week. So hoping this week's gonna be a little bit easier for Palace. Some decent custom tops. Palace Technologies hoodie, pretty cool. The trial zip up, look at that. So we got the Phantom of the Opera knit in black. I think this is probably the best Phantom of the Opera item to go for this week, and probably what I will be targeting for resale. I think black just edges out purple a little bit, given that it kind of fits the theme, more of a darker Halloween story. I know Phantom of the Opera is not really a scary story, but you know, it's black. It's a Phantom, right? Come on. Trial 4th zip knit, quarter zip knit in black. Yeah, it's a quarter zip in black. I think this thing is pretty okay. It looks a little bit better in soft white. Quite a bit better. Hey, match with your Avarex beanies, right? Come on now. Palace Technologies hoodie in gray marl. I like this logo. Pretty dope. In the front of it, it's got the same little ditty. Palace Technologies, that right there. And there is the trial knit in a different color. And those are all the custom tops. Let's take a look at the sweatshirts and then get out of here. So what do you guys think of this double drop list extravaganza? Is it too much? Is it not enough? Let me know in the comments down below. Seriously, I need you guys to tell me. Again, this comes out Friday, October 18th. We will be going live for it. Thermal bonded cap, hoodie in concrete gray. Trust me, tech this shit. I can't even read. That was some insane dyslexia. Quite tech this shit. Trust me. I read it from down to bottom. Don't even know why. Down to top. Jesus Christ, guys. I'm falling apart here. Palace Tri-Fur Crew. Chanel. This thing is pretty sick. I think this will do okay. I don't know if these resell anymore. I think these are more personal. Sadly, like, I think back in the day, these Tri-Furs, which were before my time copying Palace, to be honest, like, this kind of stuff would have done very well. And while I do think it looks pretty freaking sick, it might just be personal. I mean, goddamn though, is that material not awesome? Along with the P. I really like this cream and burgundy one. Reminds me of kind of like old college vintage sweaters and stuff. Very cool varsity things. The green and the gray is pretty dope as well. Phantom of the Opera hoodie is not too bad with the mask as the Palace. And we see that on the back. I think the sweater is a lot better for sure. Same colors as well. We have the Chanel Tri-Fur crew neck is definitely sleeper item of the week for Palace. I'm giving it that. Thermal bonded cap. Just a pretty classic item right here from Palace. A tech sweater with the hat built in. Plenty of colors like Notre Dame right here. This one might be the colorway to go after. Get yourself the Notre Dame colorway. Very cool. I dig that. Thermal bonded again. And the Chanel Tri-Fur for the ladies, the laser red, berry red, I should say. Bought this giant pot of Nutella and I can't concentrate on my descriptions. Come on now. Man, oh man, we made it through 2 drop lists of Supreme and Palace. Which one are you going with, guys, this week? I think Palace definitely edges out Supreme with a better collection, even if it is smaller. I think there's more potential for resale with the Phantom of the Opera and like the Brazil stuff, even if it's not right off the rip. I know Supreme is more consistently better for resale than Palace, but expanding my own interest and getting more acquainted with Palace has been really nice whenever Supreme has a week where maybe it's not the best. Like, I'm not saying this drop list is bad at all. There's definitely some stuff to go for. The steamer down low, you can't see it, but it's there. It's kind of interesting and fun. The North Face stuff, you know, people aren't feeling it. I still do think it's going to resell a little bit, like it's going to sell out at least. And there's going to be some potential to be had on any item that you think is really dope, like the laser hats. Maybe down the road, we could see some of this stuff end up going, like those sweaters, maybe the flannels. But then with Palace, I think it just looks a lot better. Like overall, a more complete drop list, something I can get a little more excited about. But that is why we go live on Thursday as well as Friday. So hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Stick around for my live stream on Thursday. Like I said, more content coming pretty much every single day of the week. So if you guys like streetwear content, sneakers, other brands, and more, stick around. Comment down below which you want me to cover. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.